Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review and flip through of these three books by Sachin Sachdeva. He was kind enough to send me these books for review, and I absolutely said yes. These are gorgeous books, and I can't wait. So I'm going to start with the Mosaic Art Inside Home. Now, what I wanted to do was color a few pages out of each of the books to get like a full review, but after coloring only one in each book, I get it. They are so fun. And oops, sorry, my light there. So we're gonna just go ahead and talk about them. This is I believe his newest book, the Mosaic Art Inside Home Color by Number book. And I'll just take that out of there. So this is things that you're gonna find inside of your home. And then on the back, there's some examples. It says over 25 illustrations of different cozy places in the house where you relax, play with your cats or dogs, cook food, do the gardening, kids playing with toys, bathroom, your personal gym, bookshelf, and lots more. Now, the color palette is on the back in full color. There is 21 colors, with black being one of them. I think this book is, well, all of them, but this book in particular that we're talking about is just, everything was so thought out. From the color palette to the pictures, the page layouts, everything is just a colorist's dream, okay? So like I said, color palette on the back. The color palette is nice. It's 21 colors, but it's also not obnoxious. I don't know how else to say it. You're not going to be looking for ochre or sienna brown or cerulean blue, it's all light green, dark green, blue, turquoise, light blue, dark green, red, orange, yellow, magenta, hot pink, pink, peach, brown, red brown, light brown, dark gray, light gray. It's easy colors that you will be able to find. And if you can't find it, what I've realized, or maybe not can't find it, but don't have it, the colors are also very durable and you can change them if you need to. And I kind of sort of did that already with my picture. Now, this picture I'm not completely done with. I'm just going to show you what a page looks like in here, and then I'll show you the rest of the book. I still have part of the door to color. But look at how cool this turns out so far. I just love it. Now, continuing to speak on the page layout, okay? At the top of the page, you've got a place for your name and the date. That's awesome. A lot of us name and date our pages. On the reverse side of the page, you've got the color palette. I believe that the entire color palette is on each page. Yeah. I don't know, because I've only colored this page so far, whether the entire color palette is used on every single page, but in this page, most of it was used. So anyway, then you've got the mosaic squares themselves. They are big, but not too big, and they are not small. Okay? One thing that I love and hate about Belba family books is how teeny tiny their squares are. I'm a 29-year-old with perfect vision, and I have trouble seeing those. These are large, they're clear, the numbers are clear. They're a light gray, but they're not so light gray that you can't see it. I mean, I can see this clearly even from the camera. Now, yes, you can see the numbers once you're done coloring them, but that doesn't bother me. That's never bothered me. So, yeah, I can't really show you a flip through because the pages just look like this. Some of them are horizontal. Some of them, like this one, are vertical. But we'll just kind of flip through this book a little bit. So here's the cover page. You could even color that. Oh man, sorry, my wrist hurts really, really bad. I did something at work. Then you've got a belongs to page, which is really cute. You've got some other of his books, which I have a few different ones. I have his mandala book. I have his animal mandala book. And then I have his doodle and color magical and mystic art. And I love all of them. The magical and mystic art is probably my favorite out of all of the books that I have now. This book is probably second favorite. And then this one might be third favorite. We'll see. So anyway. So this just goes into about the book. You could try the cross stitch method. I have not tried that. Personally, I think that for fine liners, if you're going to do the I can't say that. If you're going to do that method, fine liners may not be your best bet. If you have a thicker marker, like any of your, maybe not chisel tip. I mean, you could try, but like any of these types of alcohol markers, that's what I used in this book so far. Is I used my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, my Statler Mars Graphic Duos work really great in here, the brush tip part of it. My Ohuhus I've used. Yeah. Oh, here's Vinny gonna ruin the video with his screaming. Yes, Vinny, he's a cat. It's not your cat crying in the background, or maybe it is, but it's definitely Vinny. Hello, Vince. Hi, sir. So anyway, another thing that would work great in this book would be like Crayola Super Tips. I could even see myself watercoloring in this book. I mean, the squares are big enough. You could do it. You totally could. So yeah, every page pretty much is the same. And then I wanted to show you this too. So your color palette, of course, is on the back. But even when you color the page in front of it, you can still clearly see the color palette. That's what's really nice. We'll get to the back of the book now because this is also very cool. So you've got the thank you for purchasing this book page. Like I said, I was sent these books for review. I was not paid to review these books or anything like that. This is basically, he said, I will send you the books, and if you would review them for me. I asked him if there was anything he wanted me to mention, and he said, nope, do it in your style. Do you. So this is all just me blurting words out of my mouth. So I need to leave my rating on Amazon. I need to take some pictures of the books. It's really helpful when you're rating a book to take pictures. I feel like sometimes even if people don't read your review, they'll definitely look at the pictures. So if you want to contact him, there's the email. Personally, I have no critiques about these books. Like I said, they are designed flawlessly. The pictures are very fun. I wouldn't know what to tell you. So, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to show that. That's like a giveaway of a PDF. So then, this is what I like a lot. He includes color chart sheets. So, you can write the medium and the brand, and then the color, like color with it, write the color name. I think that's so cool because in these books, if you find markers or a medium or, colored pencils, whatever it is that you prefer, you can write down exactly the colors that you're going to need. So you get, is it 3 pages? No, there's 4, 5. So 5 pages of the color chart sheets. You don't even necessarily need to use obviously you don't need to use all of them for this book. You could cut them out, you could copy them and use them for other things, but I think that the fact that you get these pages in the back is really nice, really handy. Usually when I'm testing my colors, this is what I do. So, And then at the end of the book, there's the blank page, and there's the basic made in Amazon printed book information. So yeah, that's Mosaic Art Inside Home, and I love it. Sorry about the glare. This is a good one, you guys. If you aren't sure about what to pick up, I would highly suggest this one. And then going along with that, I'll just talk about this one next, and then we'll go on to the Dollhouse color by number, which is different. Next, he also sent me the Mosaic Art Sea Creatures book, and this is also color by number. I have not colored anything in this one yet, which is so unfortunate because I can just tell I'm going to love it. So the Mosaic Art Inside the Home appears slightly easier than this one. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. This does also seem to have a larger color palette. I didn't count. I don't know if it tells you. But this could potentially get into what I was talking about. What I liked about this book is that this one, you've got very similar shades of colors. Just by looking at it, I don't think it's going to be a problem for me. Maybe some of these salmon, I can't even say that word anymore. Salmon, sorry. Those might get a little bit difficult for me, but the rest of them, I shouldn't have a problem. So, oh, this book is so new, I can't get it open. So, similar beginning, you've got your title page. You've got your This Book Belongs To page. Oh, 34 color palette. So it is a larger color palette. So this might be for your slightly more advanced colorist. In my opinion, there's not a large change in difficulty between these two books. Just slightly more detailed. So depending on what you're in the mood for. So over 25 illustrations again, 34 color palette. And then here's the beginning of the book. Now this book, as you can see, the color palette is down at the bottom. And then this one says I am and the date. So similar setup. As always, single-sided. This one appears to have the eyeballs colored in. That's kind of cool. I always like to color the face first, if I can find it, because the face just really brings the picture to life. So with this one, it looks like only the color palette needed for this picture is going to be at the bottom. And another thing, you can kind of see it starting here, but this is a better representation. This book also has half squares, which is very, very cool. And I don't see that, well, I don't think I've ever seen it in a coloring book so far that I've tried. But that's why which leads me to my next thought, I don't think the the X method, I can't say it. I don't think it would work that great in these books, in this book in particular, for that reason, because a half square is a lot harder to make an X in. But I think the half square idea is very cool, and it'll give you a lot more detail to your picture. So again, just more of the same. Can't really show you the pictures, which I do apologize about not being able to get a couple colored in each book. Life just like smacked me in the face this week. And without going into too much detail, I'm finally feeling better today. And yeah, it's been a week. So, all right, let's try to get to the back of the book. Okay, here we go. So again, the contact information, and thank you for buying the book. This has a little bit different for color testing, but very similar concept. Little squares where you can test your colors. And you can write down which colors you used. Or there's so many pages, you could do an entire page of Ohuhu markers that work for this book, an entire page of colored pencils that work for this book, an entire page of gel pens that work for this book. I didn't even think about that. These would be fun to color in gel pen, like glitter gel pen. So yeah, and then here is a blank page at the back, and then you've got the Amazon information. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Amazon paper, it's not the greatest, but I personally don't have any issues with it. I like Amazon paper. You know, I'm not a serious, crazy advanced coloring person. I just do it for fun. And this paper works just fine for me. So there's Mosaic Art Sea Creatures, again with the larger color palette. And then we have the Dollhouse Color by Number book. And this one is not like those Mosaic books at all. It is actually, you can tell what you're going to be coloring, which is fun too. And then here's the back of the book. This has a 20 color palette. Again, very simple, straight to the point color palette that you can mix and match and play with all you want. And I'll show you an example of that. And then he's got some example pictures and then pictures of his other books. I really want that Paisley Design one. I'm thinking about the spring season color by number, but I also want the spring season not color by number. So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, so there's the back. And then inside you've got the This Book Belongs To page. This is really cute. I like her. You've got the about the book and then a little bit from the author. Let's see, did it say how many pages? I'm not seeing it currently. Okay, so again, this book is literally set up to perfection, okay? We'll start with this over here. You've got the full color palette in color on the back, and then on every page, it will show you your color palette. It's just great. This, I think, is even more special about this book. I've never seen this done either. It says, for the lips, use these colors. Because the lips are so tiny that he didn't want to try to fit numbers on there. And I think that's genius. So, love that. These pictures are just adorable girls doing their thing, and I just love it. You've got place for name and date at the bottom, and then all the numbers are big, bold. You can't go wrong. So she's in the kitchen, and also I think the images themselves are detailed enough, but not too detailed. So she's like, is she in her walk-in closet? Looks like it. Love a girl with a walk-in closet. These two girls are having a meal together. So here's something that I'll talk about with the skin color. It is number 5 on all the girls, and number 5 is peach, but you can play around with that. She doesn't have to be peach. She could be tan. She could be brown skin, you know. And that's the same with the lips. They don't always have to be the same color, even though they're not. Like, that's 9 and 10. I feel like there was a 10, 9 and 11. So the lips, he's kind of got them a little bit different already, but you could definitely do something else. But I just think you could color them whatever skin color you feel like. It doesn't have to be peach. And this is another thing that I love about this book. She is a strong, independent little girl. Vinny! Sorry, he's scratching the door frame. Hey, Vince, can you not do that? Okay, he's just going to keep doing it. She's a strong, independent little girl fixing her toy car. Or maybe it's a real car. You never know. But I think that's great. You don't see stuff like that in coloring books. Here's another one. Two friends having some tea or coffee, hanging out. Could definitely color them different colors. Girl taking a bath. And I love how like everything is all like heart-shaped and cutesy. This page, I wanted to do this page and I didn't get to it. This page is so cool. It's like her house or a dollhouse all on the same page. I think that's awesome. That's going to be so fun to color. Here is a musical instrument girl doing her thing. Here is like a baby. This is called Dollhouse, but I mean these children could be real, or it could be like doll miniatures. It looks like my yellow, that is unfortunate. My yellow is, do you see that where it's kind of ghosting through? And that's not the fault of the pages, the paper, it's the fault of the marker. And I wish I could remember what marker I used. I know I used two different ones. For the lighter, I used this one, this Pen & Gear Ultrafine. And then I accidentally did a boo-boo up there with a darker color. Did that one go through too? It did not. Okay. Duly noted, Pen & Gear permanent marker. You're ghosting through my paper. And I always let my pages dry really well before I shut the book. So here's one I did, and I followed his color palette with the lips. And I love how this turned out. This is like her little office. She's got her coloring supplies. This is her coloring book, or it could be her planner. I love it. Love how that turned out. I used Ohuhu's. I used Spectrum Noir. I used Staedtler Mars Graphic Duo, and I use the Pen & Gear permanent markers, which I will have to rethink using those because it ghosted my paper. So anyway, as you can see, I just followed this color palette. I didn't follow it to an exact T. Obviously, my purple is probably a little bit darker and not the same shade. Same with my blue, but I went with the color choice that I wanted to, and it still turned out awesome. So yeah. Oh, it did it on the back side too. And doesn't this look awesome? Once you've colored the page, I just think that looks really cool. So this one's another awesome one. She's got her little playhouse going on. Then we've got possibly business girl showing off her TV and her nice house, her entertainment stand. We've got girl working out at the gym, getting on her fitness. And even the treadmill has little hearts on it. Love that. Here she is showing off her toys. That would be me. Like, here, look at all my pretty toys. If you guys didn't know, I collect toys. And then we've got her with her, I'm going to say this is her indoor pool because she's just that fancy. She's got a little gazebo thing going on here. Yeah, living her best life. Then I believe this is laundry. So she's doing the laundry. Again, being an independent lady. Here she is after a long day of fixing her car and doing the laundry, and she's just kicking up her feet, relaxing for the day. Now, back at work. Laundry never stops. Or ironing, I suppose. She's taking care of her little dog here. Her dog has this amazing bed with his own pet room. And then here is her awesome, I always wanted one, bunk bed. Taking a little snooze. And then here she is maybe putting on some perfume and some makeup in her heart-shaped mirror. And here's another look at her office. You know, this might be somebody else's office. It looks similar, but not the same to the one I colored. And here this girl is enjoying her garden on her little swing. Ooh, she makes dresses. She makes outfits. She probably made her own outfit. And that is it. That felt like a lot of pages. All right, and then at the back, you've got a couple of pictures of his other books. I don't know if I'm supposed to show that. He does have a Facebook group, and he gives out freebies there, it looks like. And then you've got the color testing, just to see what works and what you like. And then here is blank page and the back of the book. So yeah, that is everything. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about with these books. Like I said, they are just, I have nothing to criticize about the way that these books are designed. He knows what he's doing, and they turned out great. So I highly suggest that you go check out Sachin's books. They're all on Amazon. I can link these on Amazon, and then I will link the other books that I have by him on Amazon as well for you. I also highly recommend all those books. So yeah, I think that was everything that I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to Sachin for sending these books to me for a review. And I hope you guys liked it. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.